I'm not gonna call this a fail until I taste it. If it tastes horrible, then yes, that's a fail. Today we are going to the Europe section of the cookbook, a treasury of great recipes, and we are going to make a quiche Lorraine. Unfortunately, I can't find a lot of information about the restaurant that Vincent got this recipe from. Last time we were in Paris, we were introduced to a charming little bistro called Le Boule d'Or, or the Golden Ball, not far from the outdoor markets. That night we had these little individual quiche Lorraines, puffy and golden brown, and swore they were the best we ever tasted. The owner gave us the recipe for one large quiche, still the best we've ever tasted and a classic way to serve it. So I'll go ahead and give my reminder right now. Reminder, I am not a chef. Not really a cook. I am a Vincent Price fan who is now cooking her way through all of Vincent Price's cookbooks to see how they taste and reflect to a modern palate today. There's also a problem with this, which is I have bad guts and I have to eat gluten-free. Medically, I have to. Or things go very bad very fast. It is not a lifestyle choice I decided to choose on my own. It was handed to me. So a quiche is pastry dough, and I am going to be making it with Bob's 1-to-1 gluten-free baking flour. It's supposed to act like all-purpose flour. We'll see how that goes, but here's where I'm conflicted. So the recipe: preheat your oven to hot 425. Measure onto a pastry board a cup of flour. Make a well in the center and put an egg yolk, half a cup of butter, a pinch of salt, and a tablespoon of butter. According to the recipe, you are to mix it and combine it like you would a pastry, not a pastry dough, it is a pastry dough. Like if you're making pasta from scratch. I don't know if that is going to cooperate with gluten-free flour. I want to stay as close to the recipe as possible, and I have all of the ingredients, but conflict is he's got the chef, not so much Vincent, but the chef has you making the pastry dough by hand, and I really honestly feel like I should probably make it in the food processor because it's a different flour and they behave differently. I'm gonna chicken out for the first quiche that I have ever made. This is the first pastry dough I've ever made. It will be to the recipe, but instead of my happy little fingers, we are going to use the handy dandy food processor. I'm already not happy with how all of this is going. I don't like my camera setup. My lights are all funky. I just want to make a quiche. I don't know. Soldier on. So it's gonna chill in the fridge for 30 minutes. And while that is happening, I'm going to go ahead and make the filling, which involves frying a lot of bacon. Diced Gruyere, diced. Thought that we were going to be shredding this. No, but we're dicing it. That seems odd to me. The next step is we're going to fry a bunch of bacon. And by a bunch of bacon, I mean half a pound of bacon. Bacon. Do I have a rolling pin? I used to have one. I was not prepared for today. I don't know where the rolling pin is. I've removed everything from under the island, which is now all at my feet, so I'm gonna improvise. I probably should have buttered this. I mean, does it really matter? No, it doesn't. I think now we par cook it. I mean, does it matter? Meat and cheese mixture. One of my close girlfriends got me this bottle of wine, and if she ever sees it, Christine, it came in good use. Sure. 45 minutes. 350. What could possibly go wrong now? So this is not going well. What have I learned so far? Mise en place. I have a rolling pin. It is somewhere. I don't know where it is. Improvised. The wine bottle was fine. I'm gonna let it bake. I'm gonna let it bake for the 45 minutes that it says it's supposed to bake for. I'm still gonna taste it. I'm still gonna show you the mess that it is. It's hot. I would not present it to anyone else except people I'm very close to. And even then, I would have to give a lot of explanation. But for all of the failures today, it still turned out to be a really good dish. I don't know if that speaks to the recipe. Well, obviously, that does speak to the recipe. It is a foolproof type recipe. It was a scary one, but it still worked out. I couldn't find the rolling pin. I used a wine bottle. And it's gluten-free crust, which, I mean, that's its own ordeal on its own. I'm so very pleasantly surprised. So let's try it again. And let's try it again and see how it goes. And see if we can get it to look and be easier. Because better, I mean, maybe it doesn't need to be better. It's pretty good as it is. So this is Cooking with Vincent Price. I am Danae, and I thank you so much for watching. If you like messes like this, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.